softly now. Let everything begin to settle. The day has carried so much noise, so many moments, so many small demands tugging at your attention. Here, none of that needs to follow you. Let this be a quiet space where nothing presses in, nothing asks for anything, and nothing needs to be solved. Just a gentle beginning, opening slowly like a soft breath in warm air. Feel the way your body loosens the very moment you give it permission. A small release at the shoulders, a softening through the chest, a quiet easing behind the eyes. You don't have to make it happen. It's already unfolding, little by little, simply because you're letting the noise drift a little farther away. The air around you feels calmer now, almost like it has softened its weight, giving you room to breathe without effort. Each inhale moves more freely than the last. Each exhale lands a little deeper, inviting you further into the quiet that's been waiting beneath the surface of the day. There is nothing you need to focus on, nothing you need to perfect. Just this slow, gentle settling. As the mind begins to slow, it feels as if the world steps back a little. Sounds aren't as sharp, thoughts aren't as bright. Even the edges of the day feel rounder, smoother, easier to hold without tightening around them. You're not pushing anything away. You're simply letting the pace soften, letting the space widen. If any lingering tension tries to hold on, let it drift to the edges. It doesn't need to disappear all at once. Ease is not something to force. It's something that finds you when everything inside grows quieter. Notice that quiet beginning to form now, like a warm, dim light that doesn't demand anything, only settles gently into the room. Take a slow breath here. Feel the gentle rise. Feel the gentle fall. Let the rhythm guide you without trying to match anything. Just follow what feels natural and notice how the breath naturally lengthens when you stop reaching for it. Slow, easy, unhurried. The mind may still send up little sparks of thought. That's all right. Thoughts can move like soft clouds passing overhead, drifting in and out without pulling you anywhere. They don't have to fade instantly. They don't need to be managed. Let them move the way quiet things move, lightly, without weight. Around you, imagine the air shifting into something calmer, something warm, something steady. A quiet that doesn't silence everything, but softens it, wrapping each sound in a gentle layer of stillness. Even the space between breaths feels more spacious, more forgiving, more open. As your attention settles deeper, feel the sense of being held by the moment. Nothing tight, nothing gripping, just a steady, comforting presence that asks nothing from you. You can lean into that softness as much or as little as you like. There is no rush, no expectation, only room to rest. Imagine now that the surface of your thoughts smooths out, the ripples quiet, the motion slow. A gentle calm spreads through your chest, down your arms, through your hands. It doesn't need direction. It knows where to go. You only need to notice the way your body responds to softness. The warmth continues to build, subtle but reassuring. A calm that stretches into the space around you. A feeling that the world has put down its volume and shifted into something quieter, something kinder, something that lets you simply be. Let your breathing guide you deeper into this stillness. The breath feels softer now, less like something to control, more like something moving on its own, carrying you gently into quiet ground. Each exhale opens a little more space within you. Each inhale gathers a little more ease. Here, in this moment, the noise of the day feels far away. Not because you pushed it back, but because your mind is sinking into a calmer rhythm. a rhythm that has always been there, waiting under everything else. A natural rhythm that doesn't rush, doesn't strain, doesn't chase anything. Feel how comforting that is. How peaceful it feels to let the body settle without needing to guide every part of it. The shoulders rest, the jaw relaxes, the breath softens, and the space around you becomes a gentle cradle, holding you just as you are. As you drift deeper, let the warmth of this calm wrap around you like a soft blanket, not heavy, not thick, just enough to feel safe, settled, and gently supported. You might notice the way your mind starts to move slower than your breath, slowing into long stretches of quiet that feel like soft, open doorways. Let those doorways stay open. Let them invite you into the stillness that lives beneath everything. You don't have to walk through them. You don't have to decide anything. Just let them exist, glowing faintly in the quiet, inviting without pulling. The quiet has a texture now, a feeling, soft, warm, steady. It's becoming part of the room, part of your breathing, part of your body. It moves with you. It holds you. It whispers without words that you can rest now, that you can let everything loosen and fall away. Notice how the edges of your awareness blur slightly, the way the day begins to slip behind a soft curtain. You are not shutting anything out. You are letting yourself drift into the calm that was always waiting underneath. The noise grows softer. The stillness grows deeper. Let the moment stretch. Let it lengthen. Let it become a gentle place where your mind can rest without effort. No pressure, no direction. Just the simple act of being here, in the quiet that now fills you and surrounds you. There is nothing you need to hold on to, nothing you need to stay alert for. Let yourself sink a little more. Let your breathing guide you downwards, into softer ground, into a space where the world feels far away and your body feels safe to rest. Slowly now, gently, let the quiet settle fully. Let it touch the spaces inside you that have been waiting for ease. Let it wrap around you, soft and warm, like a calm evening settling over everything. Here, in this stillness, the noise of the day melts away, and all that remains is this gentle quiet, holding you as you drift deeper into rest. The edges of the day are beginning to soften now. Everything that once felt sharp or demanding is slowly losing its urgency. Even the thoughts that try to cling to the surface start to blur, as if a gentle evening light is settling over them. There is nothing you have to hold tightly, nothing that needs to be managed in this moment. The air around you begins to feel softer, not colder, not warmer, just easier, like it's giving you space to breathe without effort. A calm begins to spread through the room, quiet and steady. Notice how the world feels just a little farther away. Not gone, just softened. Sounds round out at the edges, losing their sharp outlines. Thoughts feel slower, drifting rather than pressing. It's as if the whole evening is wrapping itself in a gentle hush. Allow the body to follow this softening. The shoulders ease, the jaw loosens, the hands relax without trying. Each part of you seems to understand that the moment is safe, warm, and unhurried. A dim, quiet glow begins to fill the space around you. It doesn't matter where it comes from, only that it settles gently, soft and familiar, smoothing the day into something more peaceful. You might sense the subtle feeling of being wrapped in quiet, a kind of warm stillness that holds you without weight. Here, the edges of your awareness grow round and calm. Nothing feels sharp, nothing feels rushed. Even your breath begins to move differently, stretching out, slowing down. finding its own steady rhythm. You don't have to guide it. It knows exactly where to go. Imagine the outer world dimming just a little more, like a curtain falling slowly at the end of a long day. The bright corners fade first, then the sounds, then the last traces of tension. What remains is a soft, muted space that welcomes you in. If any leftover tightness lingers, picture it smoothing out. Picture it losing its edges and dissolving into the warm air. You don't need to force anything to release. Just notice how ease begins to rise up from underneath, as natural as the quiet of dusk. The space around you feels different now, calmer, more forgiving. It's as though distance stretches gently between you and everything that once demanded your attention. A distance that feels kind and protective. Each breath carries you deeper into this softness. Inhale, and the air feels gentle. Exhale, and the body loosens a little more. The rhythm becomes steady, unhurried, like a slow river at twilight. Everything in you begins to match that rhythm, smooth, quiet, steady. The world outside continues to fade back. You're not pushing it away. You're simply letting it drift to a safe distance, letting its noise quiet to a soft hum, like it's been wrapped in deep evening air. Feel the way your thoughts begin to move in wider, slower arcs, not pulling you anywhere, not stirring anything urgent, just drifting, floating through a calm space that holds them gently. They soften at the edges, like rounded stones in a quiet stream. Your breath continues to guide you. The rise and fall becomes a soft cradle for your attention, a soothing rhythm that tells your whole body that it's okay to settle, okay to let the day slip away, okay to be still. The light around you, the warm, dim glow, grows softer still. It gathers around your shoulders, down your spine, along your arms and legs. A blanket of quiet that smooths out whatever remains unsettled. Let yourself rest in this gentle envelope of calm. The air is soft against your skin. The space feels warm and steady. Even the quiet seems to deepen, settling around you as though it's been waiting for you to slow down. Every part of you begins to align with this steadiness. Breath by breath, the body melts into a softer posture. The mind follows, drifting where the warmth leads. Thoughts slide gently into distance, like small waves that never reach the shore. Here, in this softened space, nothing pulls at you, nothing interrupts. The world outside becomes a gentle blur, smooth and quiet. You are held in a space where the day cannot reach, where everything has permission to slow. Feel how comforting it is to rest in a moment with no sharp edges, no bright demands, only this quiet unfolding, this slow descent into a deeper calm, a state where everything feels round and warm, like dusk settling over a still landscape. You don't need to name any sensations. You don't need to direct the mind. Just allow the softness to spread a bit more. Let it reach the places that stayed alert for too long today. Let it smooth them. Let it soothe them. Now the quiet stretches, long and unbroken. The body grows heavier in the most peaceful way. The breath moves like a gentle tide, and the mind floats in that warm dusk light, unhurried and free. Softness surrounds you. Softness fills you. Softness becomes the air you breathe. Everything has slowed. Everything has eased. Everything has softened at the edges, leaving you wrapped in a calm that asks nothing of you at all. The light around you begins to soften, settling into the kind of quiet that comes just as day slips into evening. The air feels cooler, gentle against the skin, carrying the calm of a world that's finally slowing its pace. Nothing rushes here. Nothing asks for anything. everything simply eases into a calmer rhythm. A slow breath rises, then falls, smooth and unforced. It moves the way twilight moves, steady and natural, like it's guiding you into a softer space without saying a word. Each inhale gathers a bit of ease. Each exhale releases a little more of the leftover noise from the day. Shadows begin to shift and blur, no longer sharp or demanding. They stretch quietly across the edges of the moment, creating a gentle sense of space. The world feels wider now, like it's opening its hands and giving you room to rest. Nothing closes in. Everything loosens. As you settle deeper, notice how the mind starts to quiet itself. Thoughts that felt tangled begin to separate, drifting slowly like they're moving through cool evening air. They don't carry urgency. They don't lean forward or pull you back. They simply pass through, soft and gentle. The sense of evening grows clearer. A hush settles over everything, the kind of hush that only arrives when the day has finally released its grip. It wraps itself around you in a calm, steady way, a soundless comfort, a peaceful backdrop for your breath. Each breath matches the rhythm of this quiet atmosphere. Slow, easy, unhurried, nothing forced, nothing deepened on purpose, just a natural settling into the moment. You might notice how the air feels forgiving now, cool but warm enough to hold you without any sharpness. It touches the skin lightly, like a soft breeze passing through open space. It makes everything inside you relax just a little more. The clutter of the day keeps slipping away, thought by thought, layer by layer, not disappearing all at once, but loosening until there's enough space to breathe freely, space to rest without needing to manage anything. The sky of your awareness shifts into twilight, a dim, gentle glow, soft edges everywhere, everything muted, like evening is smoothing out the corners of the world. It feels easy to settle into this, easy to drift toward the quiet inside it. Notice how your breath is moving now, slow, rhythmic, quietly steady, like a tide turning at the shore. The rise and fall feels unbroken, soothing the mind into a deeper calm. In this moment, the world seems to pause. Sounds draw back, resting in the distance. The air becomes heavier with stillness, yet lighter on your shoulders. There's a balance here that feels comforting and open. The shadows around you continue to soften. They don't hide anything. They simply allow the day to fade, letting the evening take its place with gentle grace. This twilight sensation settles into your chest, creating a feeling of spacious ease. Every breath spreads that ease farther, down through the ribs, across the belly, along the arms and legs. It's a slow wave of warm quiet that moves without pressure. The mind follows this softness. Thoughts lose their edges. They blend into the background like distant shapes you no longer need to make sense of. Nothing pulls at you here. Nothing asks you to engage. Coolness lingers in the air, but it's the kind of cool that soothes. It clears space around you. It makes room inside you. And with each passing moment, the air deepens into a calm that feels both grounding and freeing. The hush grows fuller, not silent, but deeply still, a kind of quiet that invites the body to rest and the mind to open. It stretches out around you like a soft evening blanket settling into place. You are drifting now, slowly and naturally, drifting into the wide, open feeling that comes when nothing is rushed and nothing is sharp. The breath carries you deeper into it, smoothing everything inside you. It feels like stepping into a peaceful dust pathway where everything leads to ease. With each new breath, the spaciousness grows, not outward, not upward, but inward, filling the softer parts of you with quiet comfort. You don't have to reach for it. It rises on its own. The last of the day's tightness unwinds. The last of the mental clutter folds away, like small scattered pieces being gathered into stillness. All that remains is this gentle rhythm, this slow breath of evening moving through you. Allow yourself to rest in this softness. Allow the cool, forgiving air to cradle your thoughts. Allow the shadows and hush of twilight to support the quiet now filling your body. Everything is slow here. Everything is soft. Everything is settling into a deep, open calm. And you are gently drifting into that quiet with every breath. The ease of evening settles a little deeper now, like a soft tide moving in. The air feels warm and steady, as though it's guiding you toward a place meant only for rest. There's no need to hurry, no need to search. The calm is already forming around you. Imagine stepping into a space that welcomes you the moment you arrive. A quiet room, or a small corner, or a warm, sheltered nook. Whatever feels right without effort. It's a place with gentle lighting, the kind that rests softly against the walls and doesn't ask your eyes to adjust. Everything in this space is warm, tender, and safe. The surfaces here feel soft to the touch. Maybe there's a warm blanket waiting for you, heavy enough to comfort you, but light enough to breathe beneath. Or perhaps the seat beneath you is cushioned and gentle, holding your weight without pressing back. Everything supports you in the easiest way. As you settle in, feel how the body responds. The shoulders release first, dropping into comfort. Then the arms loosen. The legs follow. It's as if this space knows exactly how to help you soften. Here, you don't have to hold yourself up. The room does that for you. The warmth of the blanket, or the softness of the cushions, wraps around your body like a quiet embrace. It reminds you that you're allowed to rest fully, without guarding anything. Notice the way the air feels against your skin. It's warm in some places, cool in others, perfectly balanced. It touches you gently, calming the parts of you that stayed tense for too long. It helps the mind exhale, slow and steady. The lighting isn't bright. It glows in a soft wash, a warm haze that smooths the edges of the moment. Nothing sharp, nothing loud, only a tender glow that makes everything feel safer. As you breathe, a deeper comfort begins to rise. What once felt like seeking now becomes settling. You feel the difference as the breath sinks lower, moving in slow waves through the chest and belly. Each exhale melts more of the day away. Allow yourself to sink just a little deeper into whatever is holding you. Let the cushions cradle you. Let the blanket mold around you. Let the space take your weight without question. It feels natural to release, natural to surrender into its warmth. A quiet stillness settles around you, not empty, not silent, just steady, like a soft heartbeat in the background. It's the kind of stillness that feels protective, like walls that stand watch without intruding. You may sense a faint warmth gathering at your back or around your shoulders, a gentle pressure, the kind that reassures rather than restricts. It makes it easier to relax the muscles along your spine, easier to breathe without effort. The room adjusts around you, shaping itself to your comfort. Soft surfaces give way where you need them to. Warmth settles where your body calls for it. This place responds to you in quiet ways, as if it knows exactly how to hold you. The mind, once searching for comfort, begins to stop its reaching. Thoughts lose their urgency. They fall into a quieter rhythm, drifting like soft fabric settling into place. Nothing pulls you outward now. Everything draws you inward. Breathing becomes smoother, more fluid. Each inhale feels like a gentle rise. Each exhale flows out in a long, releasing breath. You sink further into the warmth with every cycle, welcomed by the space like it was made for you. Imagine the blanket around you growing a little warmer, not hot, just warm enough to soften every muscle beneath it. The weight spreads across your chest, your legs, your sides. It creates a cocoon of safety, a quiet reminder that you're held. The room around you grows even softer. Shadows blur in gentle shapes. Light glows in warm pockets. Nothing feels distant or harsh. Everything blends into a single comforting whole. You might notice the way your breath deepens naturally now. It moves in full, slow waves. It settles into a soothing rhythm that feels like home. Your whole body follows that rhythm, easing into deeper rest. This space doesn't ask anything of you. It doesn't judge or measure. It simply holds you exactly as you are. Every breath makes it more clear that you belong here, wrapped in warmth and quiet. The deeper you settle, the more this comfort wraps around you. It supports the back of your head. It cushions your arms. It holds your legs in a soft, steady cradle. Everything feels aligned, protected, cared for. Thoughts soften even further. They move like small waves rolling into warm sand, dissolving as they reach the shore. There's no need to follow them. They simply exist and fade, leaving only the gentle quiet behind them. The safety of this place surrounds you completely now. It settles into your breathing, into your muscles, into the quiet center of your mind. You aren't trying to feel held. You are held, fully, steadily, warmly. The longer you stay here, the more your body understands that it can let go. It can rest without watching. It can drift without holding tension. It can soften into the quiet warmth that fills the room. Allow the moment to expand around you. Let the comfort deepen, soft and slow. Let the warmth settle over you like a gentle hush. Nothing pulls you back to the day. Nothing interrupts the stillness. Only the steady sense of being held remains. A quiet support, a warm embrace, a soft place that lets you drift deeper into rest. The day may still echo faintly around you, small sounds lingering at the edges of your awareness. They feel distant now, softened by time and by the settling of evening. Nothing presses in. Nothing pulls at you. Everything begins to grow quieter, one layer at a time. Notice how even the softest sounds start to change. They lose their sharpness. They drift farther away. Almost as if a gentle curtain is being drawn across the world, muffling the edges of every noise. What once felt loud becomes muted and harmless. The breath moves slowly. Its rhythm becomes the center of the moment, steady and comforting. Each inhale lifts you slightly. Each exhale draws you deeper into the warm quiet beneath everything else. The noise of the day fades a little more with every breath. There's a stillness under all the movement of life, a soft inner chamber that waits beneath the rush, beneath the thoughts, beneath the noise. You may feel yourself drifting toward it now, without effort, without trying to reach it. It opens gently, inviting you inward. Imagine the sounds around you sliding into the distance. They become soft shapes instead of sharp ones. They blend into the background like a low, fading hum. Even your thoughts begin to follow this pattern, quieting as they settle into thicker, calmer air. The quiet you're entering isn't empty. It's full of warmth and steady calm. It holds you the way a soft blanket holds warmth, surrounding you slowly, smoothing everything it touches. You don't have to resist anything. You're simply sinking into a deeper layer of ease. Each breath draws you further in, not down, not up, just inward, toward a quieter core. It feels spacious in here, as though you've stepped into a room carved out of stillness. The walls are soft, the air is warm, and nothing interrupts the steady hush that fills it. Notice how the body begins to settle into this space. Muscles release their hold. The chest softens. The jaw loosens without being asked. Your whole frame feels gently supported, cradled by the quiet around you. Thoughts that once crowded your mind become lighter now. They move slowly, drifting like little echoes that no longer stir anything inside you. Every moment brings you closer to the calm that lives beneath them. The calm that has always been there, even when the noise felt overwhelming. The hush grows thicker. It wraps around your shoulders, around your ribs, around the sides of your neck. It carries a warmth that soothes the body into rest. Nothing sharp remains, only soft, steady quiet. Breathing feels easier here, smoother, longer between each rise and fall. A gentle rhythm that feels like it belongs to this deeper space. The mind begins to match that rhythm, slowing to meet it. Imagine stepping through a doorway into an even quieter room. A room inside yourself. A room made of calm. Everything is muted here, even your thoughts. Every sound feels cushioned. In this inner chamber, the world outside fades until it's only a soft memory. You feel warm, grounded, and deeply supported. Nothing can disturb this space. Nothing can reach past the quiet that surrounds you. The deeper you sink into it, the more the body responds. The breath grows heavier in a soothing way. The spine relaxes. The shoulders fall effortlessly into ease. It feels like resting in the center of your own calm. This quiet has weight, but a gentle weight, the kind that settles on you like a warm hand resting lightly across your back. It reassures without speaking. It comforts without asking. It holds you without effort. The mind feels different here, clearer but softer, open but peaceful. It doesn't need to sort or fix or analyze. It only needs to drift, floating in the warm hush beneath the noise of the day. Even the faintest echoes of thought dissolve into this quiet. They fade like ripples smoothing into still water. Nothing remains but long, steady calm that moves through you like a soft current. It guides you deeper, with no pressure, no strain. Stay with this feeling of being gently led inward. Nothing rushes, nothing shifts abruptly. Every sensation settles slowly, like dust falling in warm light. Everything grows softer, rounder, quieter. The breath moves again in slow waves. Inhale, gentle and steady. Exhale, melting into stillness. Each cycle brings you further from the noise and closer to the calm beneath it. This rhythm becomes your anchor. Here, in this warm chamber of quiet, you're held in the deepest kind of ease. You feel grounded. You feel safe. You feel the noise of the day drifting far, far away, unable to reach this place. Nothing needs to be done. Nothing needs to be changed. Only rest is needed now, and the quiet is offering it freely. Let yourself absorb it. Let it fill the spaces where noise once lived. The hush deepens. Your breath follows it. Your body softens into it. And the calm beneath everything becomes the only thing you feel. Steady, warm, and endlessly quiet. The stillness around you begins to stretch in a new way now. It becomes softer, lighter, almost airy. The weight of the day loosens its hold, easing away from your shoulders, your chest, the space behind your eyes. Everything that felt heavy starts to lift, slowly and gently. A warm sense of space opens beneath you, like quiet air beginning to rise. It feels as if your body is no longer anchored by the day's demands. You're resting, but also drifting. Just a little. A soft suspension, as if the ground beneath you has turned into something light and forgiving. Your breath catches that feeling and carries it forward. Each inhale lifts you a little. Each exhale lets go of something small and tired. The rhythm feels unbound, like an easy wave moving through open sky. Imagine warm air surrounding you, soft and buoyant, not pushing, not pulling, just holding you in a gentle cradle. It's the kind of air that makes everything feel quieter, as if the world itself is encouraging you to float. There's nothing heavy here. The body responds in its own way. The hands loosen. The legs feel lighter. The chest feels open and unburdened. It's as though gravity has softened, giving you room to drift upward inside yourself. Thoughts begin to move differently now. They rise and fall like small clouds, drifting without purpose. None of them cling or press for attention. They simply float through the space around you, soft and harmless. Imagine the surface beneath you turning lighter, smoother. Maybe it feels like soft water supporting you from below, or like a warm cushion of air rising gently under your back. Whatever shape it takes, it frees you from the weight of the day. The sense of floating becomes clearer. Not a sudden lift, not a dramatic shift, just a slow, dreamy lightness spreading through your limbs. A gentle unhooking from anything that held too tightly before. Your breath deepens into this feeling. Inhale, a small effortless rise. Exhale, a gentle drift downward. The movement is soft and dreamy, as if you were being carried by the calm itself. Now the space around you feels even wider, almost like an open sky at dusk, quiet, spacious, warm. There's no boundary here, nothing to resist, nothing to hold on to. Each part of your body feels as though it's lifting off the day. The chest feels airy, the back feels soft. Even the mind feels like it's loosening its grip. Everything is floating gently, without direction, without pressure. Imagine a soft current moving beneath you, slow, warm, steady. It carries you without effort, as though you're resting on a calm pool that knows exactly how to support you. You are weightless here, held, but not grounded. The sense of lightness grows deeper. It's comforting, reassuring, like being lifted into warm evening air. Nothing pulls downward, nothing tightens. Everything moves with ease. Thoughts continue drifting away, slow and quiet. They pass like soft clouds moving across a dim sky. They don't affect you. They don't stir the air around you. They're simply part of the drifting. Your breathing becomes a soft guide. It rises like warm air lifting a feather. It falls like dusk, settling over a calm landscape. Each cycle moves you further from the heaviness of the day. The body feels different now, lighter in every direction. Heavier parts soften, tired parts open. Even awareness feels suspended, like it's floating a few inches above where it began. All of it happening naturally, without effort. Imagine the world far below you now, not physically, but emotionally. The noise, the tasks, the pressure, they all rest down there, small and distant. You're drifting above them in a warm, quiet space where nothing demands your weight. The air around you carries a dreamy hush. It holds you up. It moves gently, barely noticeable, but steady enough to keep everything light. You're safe here, buoyed by the softness of the moment. Emotional heaviness releases in small waves, not all at once, not suddenly, just little by little, as though warm air is lifting it out of you. You don't have to try. The drifting does the work. You begin to feel like you're floating inside yourself, suspended in calm, held by softness. The boundaries of your body become less defined, less stiff. Everything blends into the air around you. There's a dreamy quality now, a kind of quiet haze wrapping around your thoughts. You're drifting without direction, without effort. Every breath widens the space beneath you, giving you more room to float. More room to release the last pieces of weight. Nothing is heavy anymore. Nothing is tight. Even your awareness feels feather-light, gently drifting on warm currents of calm. You are suspended in peace, floating farther from the day with every breath. Stay here in this soft, airy stillness. Let the warm air hold you. Let your thoughts drift without shape. Let your body sink into lightness. Nothing pulls you back to the ground. Only this gentle suspension remains. Soft, warm, and endlessly quiet, carrying you deeper into rest. A soft glow begins to rise around you now, warm and gentle. Not bright, not sharp. Just a quiet light that settles into the room like a warm breath. It spreads slowly, touching everything with a tender golden calm. The air responds to this glow. It feels warmer, smoother, as though the light itself carries a soft weight of comfort. Nothing hurried, nothing intense, only a delicate warmth drifting toward you. Imagine the light coming from a small lantern or a candle resting nearby. Its glow flickers softly, but never startles. It's steady enough to feel safe, yet gentle enough to soothe every part of you. The shadows it casts are soft, rounded, peaceful. The body leans toward this warmth without thinking. The shoulders ease again. The chest opens just a little. Your breath slows into long, gentle waves. It feels natural to sink into this kind of light. The glow grows warmer as it reaches you. It settles along the arms, over the ribs, across the belly. A soft, golden blanket of comfort. It doesn't press. It simply covers you with quiet reassurance. This warm light softens the emotional dimness left from the day. What felt heavy begins to melt. What felt tight begins to loosen. The light doesn't force anything. It coaxes ease forward with a slow, steady touch. As the glow deepens, the room feels more like a sanctuary, a place where nothing sharp exists, a place where everything is wrapped in soft edges and warm hues. The air itself feels illuminated from within. Your thoughts slow to meet this warm golden rhythm. They move with the light, drifting gently, fading gently. Each thought becomes softer, quieter. The glow catches them, smooths them, and lets them fade into calm. The warmth grows more tender as it surrounds you. It feels like someone placing a light hand on your back, steady and kind. A presence that doesn't ask anything of you. It simply holds you in quiet comfort. Notice how the breath responds. It rises softly into the warmth. It falls into a deeper, glowing calm. There's no effort in the movement, only a slow, soothing rhythm. Imagine the light gathering a little closer now. It fills the small spaces around your body. It settles into the creases of the blankets. It wraps your whole form in gentle radiance. You are held in its glow. The room grows quieter as the glow deepens. Shadows soften until they almost disappear. The walls feel warm, as though they're exhaling along with you. Everything leans toward the same calm brightness. This gentle illumination reaches inward. It touches the parts of you that felt tired. It warms the corners that felt dim. It spreads a slow, tender brightness across your thoughts. Not a spark, but a mist of warm light. Breathing becomes easier still. The rise and fall smooths out. Each inhale gathers light. Each exhale releases tension. Your whole body sinks into the glow with growing trust. You might feel the warmth pooling around your heart now. Soft, steady, comforting. Like standing near a candle on a quiet night. The glow doesn't rush. It simply rests with you. The deeper the warmth settles, the more your body softens. Your limbs feel heavier in a peaceful way. Your mind feels lighter. Everything inside you drifts towards stillness. Imagine the light floating just above your skin, a thin layer of golden calm. It doesn't need to shine brightly to comfort you. Its softness is enough. Its warmth is enough. Each breath draws more of that warmth inward. It spreads slowly through your chest, through your belly, down your legs, up into your shoulders and neck. A slow cascade of gentle light. The world outside fades further, softened by the glow. Nothing feels close enough to disturb you. Nothing feels sharp enough to startle you. The warmth creates a protective haze that muffles everything but calm. Thoughts drift again, lighter now, as if they're floating on warm air. The glow holds them without gripping. They move in soft trails, fading the moment they appear. Nothing needs to be analyzed. Nothing needs to be fixed. This light becomes your atmosphere now. It settles into every breath. It supports every slow, easy movement of your mind. It whispers, without words, that you are safe, that you are held. You sink deeper into the warmth, deeper into the glow wrapping around you, deeper into the gentle light that asks nothing of you at all, only that you rest. The soft illumination quiets everything further. Your breath moves like a warm breeze. Your mind drifts like a small lantern floating in the dark. Your body settles into the golden stillness around it. Stay in this warm, glowing space. Let the light wrap you gently. Let it soften every last bit of tension. Let it guide you toward deeper rest. The glow remains, steady warm and endlessly soft, holding you in its tender, calming light. The quiet around you begins to feel more personal now, closer, like it's inviting you to turn inward, toward a softer place that belongs entirely to you, a place untouched by noise or pressure, a place that has been waiting beneath the surface of your day. The breath leads the way, slow, warm, steady. It guides you gently, lowering you into a deeper rhythm. Each inhale creates space. Each exhale softens the edges of everything inside you. Imagine stepping into an inner clearing, a calm, open space within yourself. It might feel like a quiet room with soft walls, or a warm sanctuary tucked somewhere deep in your chest. Wherever it appears, it feels natural, familiar, safe. This space doesn't need to be created. It's already there. It has always been there. It only needs your attention to come alive. And now, in this stillness, it begins to brighten gently. The air inside this inner sanctuary feels warm and steady. It wraps around you like soft fabric. It supports you without pressing. Every part of you is allowed to rest here, exactly as it is. The ground beneath you feels soft and stable. It holds your weight with ease. There is no sinking, no shifting, just steady support. A grounding presence that reassures you from the inside out. As you settle into this calm space, something inside you loosens. A quiet unraveling. Not dramatic, not sudden, just a slow release of anything that felt tight or guarded. Your breath deepens. Your mind eases into the warmth. The light here is gentle. It glows softly, as though this inner room is lit from your own warmth. Nothing glaring, nothing sharp, only a warm glow that rests lightly on the walls and on your skin. You may sense a feeling of belonging rising slowly, a recognition that this calm space is truly yours. A part of you that doesn't change with the world outside, a part that remains steady, no matter how loud life becomes. The breath moves more fluidly now, longer inhales, slower exhales. The rhythm feels natural, like it fits the shape of this inner quiet. It makes everything inside you soften even more. Thoughts drift to the edges. They rest there without pulling you away. They settle like soft shapes just outside the glow of the room. You feel rooted here, supported from within. The walls of this inner space feel warm to the touch, smooth, comforting. They offer strength without hardness, protection without confinement. This is a place you can lean into. There's a gentle groundedness beneath the calm, a sense of being held by something steady. It rises up from deep inside, spreading slowly through your chest and belly. It feels like settling into a warm, familiar embrace. Every breath you take seems to carry you deeper, deeper into ease, deeper into soft safety, deeper into the quiet that belongs only to you. This inner sanctuary grows more vivid with each moment. The warm air, the soft walls, the gentle light, all of it forming a perfect cocoon of calm. Nothing from the outside can reach you here. Not noise, not pressure, not expectation. Only this soft, glowing stillness remains. You may feel your body growing heavier in the best way. A pleasant heaviness, a sinking into comfort, a release of effort. Your whole self is settling deeper into this inner calm. The ground beneath you feels solid and warm. It supports every part of you equally. You don't need to hold yourself up. You are supported completely. Emotional weight begins to dissolve in this warm stillness. What felt tangled smooths out. What felt heavy becomes light. It's not a push, just a natural softening that happens in a safe space. Breathing becomes a slow drift now. Inhale, warm and grounding. Exhale, spacious and soft. The cycle carries you deeper into the heart of your own quiet. You belong here. You are rooted here. This inner room, this gentle clearing, is a part of you that cannot be taken away. It's always waiting, always steady, always warm. Feel how the calm grows thicker, like a warm blanket settling across your chest. It holds you from the inside. It reassures every tired part of you. It reminds you that peace doesn't have to be found. It can rise from within. Thoughts dim even further now. The light softens. Your breath drifts in long, quiet waves. Everything inside you feels aligned, grounded, safe. Rest in this inner sanctuary. Let it cradle you. Let it hold you in its warm, steady quiet. Nothing needs to move. Nothing needs to change. Only this calm space within remains. Soft, warm, and deeply yours, guiding you into deeper rest. The quiet around you has grown wide and gentle now. It settles like soft night air, wrapping the moment in a calm that feels endless. Everything inside you begins to slow. Thoughts, breath, awareness, all drifting into a softer rhythm. The body feels heavy in a comforting way, a warm heaviness, grounding and peaceful. It pulls you deeper into stillness, like sinking softly into warm sand or a quiet bed at the end of a long day. Nothing needs lifting, nothing needs holding. Above this calm, imagine a stretch of night sky, soft, deep, open, the kind of sky that holds distant stars barely glowing at the edges. They don't shine sharply. They flicker like tiny breaths of light, far away and quiet. Your thoughts start to drift the way those faint stars drift across the sky. Slow, weightless, barely touching the edges of your mind before floating away again. Nothing clings anymore. The air feels cooler now, but gentle. It moves slowly, like night air sliding through a peaceful room. It carries a hush that settles into your body with every breath. Each inhale gathers quiet. Each exhale releases the last pieces of the day. You're drifting into a space where awareness grows soft, where everything feels suspended, where nothing pushes, nothing rushes. It's the feeling of hovering at the edge of sleep, floating between worlds, where calm is all that remains. Imagine gentle waves of silence moving toward you, slow, wide waves that roll in without sound. They reach you softly, washing over your body and mind. With each wave, another layer of noise slips away. The mind doesn't wander as much now. It drifts, loose, unbound like a feather falling through night air. Thoughts lose their shape. They fade into soft shadows, dissolving into the quiet around you. This drifting feels natural. It feels safe. It feels earned. You are sinking deeper into a calm that holds everything with steady hands. A calm that knows exactly how to guide you toward rest. Breathing grows slower, longer. Each inhale a soft rise, each exhale a gentle descent, as if your whole body is rocking on quiet waves. The rhythm is soothing, effortless. The world seems farther away now. Sounds feel distant and muffled, like they're coming from behind thick, warm air. Nothing startles, nothing interrupts. Everything fades into the background. You may picture yourself floating in warm night air, suspended above the day, cradled by the soft darkness. The stars above you glimmer faintly, but they don't demand your attention. They simply glow as you drift beneath them. Time stretches here. Moments feel longer, softer, quieter. Your awareness moves in slow curves, rising and falling with the breath. You're drifting into a place where thought fades into feeling, and feeling fades into stillness. The heaviness in your body grows deeper, more comfortable. A warm weight across your chest, a sinking in your legs, a loosening in your hands. You're being guided downward, gently, into deeper calm. Your mind glides across this quiet like a small boat, drifting on calm water. No need to steer, no need to think. The water moves for you. The quiet carries you. Everything slows to match this rhythm. Your breath, your thoughts, your awareness, all of it blending into the soft, drifting night. Imagine the night sky growing larger around you, wide and open, filled with distant, sleepy stars. They shine faintly, helping guide you deeper into the soft darkness, the kind of darkness that comforts rather than hides. Your thoughts now barely graze the surface of your mind. They slip away as soon as they appear. They dissolve like soft mist, leaving nothing behind but space. Quiet space, warm space. This drifting sinks even deeper. The quiet inside you expands. The air around you thickens with calm. Your breath becomes the only soft sound in the room, rising and falling like a slow tide. The edge of sleep approaches gently. Not a drop, not a fall, just a slow, natural slide into deeper softness. You hover there, drifting, wrapped in warmth. Stay in this quiet. Stay in this soft space where thoughts fade and the body rests. There's no need to hold on to anything. The quiet holds you now. The night around you remains wide and gentle. The stars remain faint and peaceful. Your body remains warm and heavy. And the drifting continues, slow, easy, unbroken, carrying you deeper into the quiet that waits beneath sleep. The quiet around you deepens now, becoming soft and velvety. It settles over the moment like warm darkness, gentle and protective. Everything begins to slow in a way that feels natural, as though the body has been waiting for this stillness all along. Nothing feels separate anymore. Everything blends into a single, soothing calm. Your breath follows this deeper quiet. Each inhale is slow and warm. Each exhale sinks you lower into rest. The rhythm becomes softer than before, almost weightless, almost dreamlike. The world outside feels far away, softened by distance. Any remaining sounds fade into a muted hush, like they're drifting behind thick night air. Nothing reaches you now. Nothing touches the calm inside you. You are wrapped in a quiet that feels safe and steady. A warm darkness gathers around you, not empty, but comforting. It feels like soft fabric drawn gently around your body. It folds over your thoughts, smoothing their edges, dimming their shape. The mind drifts easily here, gliding between moments without effort. Imagine sinking into a deep inner space, a place beneath every thought and feeling, a place that holds only stillness. It's warm, it's steady, it feels like home. Your awareness begins to float just above sleep, not fully in, not fully out. A suspended drifting where everything moves slowly, as if time has softened into long, quiet stretches. You're held by the darkness, guided gently toward deeper rest. The body grows heavier in this warm quiet, heavier in the peaceful sense, like sinking into soft blankets or warm earth. The weight is soothing. It anchors you softly, letting you drift inside yourself with ease. Thoughts fade into shadows now. They dissolve before fully forming. They drift into the darkness and disappear without a trace. Nothing pulls your attention. Nothing asks you to follow. The breath moves in long, slow waves. Inhale, a quiet rise. Exhale, a slow descent. Each cycle carries you deeper into the stillness that waits beneath everything, a stillness that feels endless and warm. You may feel as though you're lying in a deep, quiet chamber within yourself, a hidden room where no noise can enter, a sanctuary made of darkness and warmth. It holds you gently, without pressure. The quiet hums in the background in a soft, steady way, not a sound, but a feeling. A presence that fills the space inside and around you. It reassures you without speaking. It calms you without trying. Your body responds to this deep calm. The muscles soften even more. The breath grows slower. Awareness begins to dip in and out, like a small boat drifting between gentle waves. Everything feels fluid and warm. You're close to sleep now, hovering at its edge, floating between consciousness and the soft pull of dreams. The darkness around you deepens, becoming velvety and thick. It wraps around you like the softest blanket. The deeper you sink, the lighter your mind becomes. It drifts freely, no longer tethered to anything. Thoughts feel like distant echoes, fading almost as soon as they appear. Only stillness remains. Imagine this inner space expanding around you, wide, quiet, endless. It feels like resting in the center of your own peaceful universe, untouched and serene. Each breath draws you further inward, further into the warm dark, further into the deepest quiet you've touched tonight, a quiet that makes the world below feel impossibly far away. You're sinking gently now, sinking into a softness that catches you effortlessly. The darkness is warm against your skin. The stillness cradles you. The moment slows until it feels almost motionless. Awareness drifts like a feather falling through quiet air. Slow, unpredictable, finding its way toward the ground of sleep with no effort at all. Every part of you follows. This is the deepest stillness you hold, the place where everything settles, where nothing remains but warmth and quiet, where the mind rests in soft darkness, free from the weight of the day. Stay here in this velvety silence. Let the breath move without guidance. Let the body rest without thought. Let the darkness hold you in its gentle, steady way. Nothing else exists here. Only warmth, only quiet, only the soft descent into deeper rest. As you drift slowly, peacefully into sleep, the quiet around you has settled into something warm and steady now. A calm that doesn't move quickly, doesn't rise or fall, just stays with you, soft and constant, like night air resting gently against the skin. Everything feels slower here. Everything feels safe. The room seems to exhale with you. Each breath you take is matched by a subtle stillness settling deeper into the space. A soft hush wraps around the moment, smoothing the edges of anything that might still feel awake. Nothing intrudes. Nothing interrupts. Imagine a faint glow drifting through the room. Maybe moonlight, pale and gentle, settling across the floor, or a soft shimmer resting on the walls, barely bright enough to see, but warm enough to feel. It stays quiet, offering comfort without asking for attention. The air moves in the smallest of ways. A slow drift, a gentle breeze that barely touches you, like the night breathing with ease. It cools the warm edges of the room, leaving everything balanced, calm, and peaceful. Your body responds to this softness. The heaviness in your limbs deepens, warm and comforting. The chest rises and falls in a slow rhythm that feels older than thought. Even your awareness feels padded, cushioned by quiet. Here, in this gentle place, nothing needs to be held up anymore. Your weight is carried by the bed beneath you. Your thoughts are carried by the quiet around you. Your breath is carried by the slow movement of the night air. You are fully supported. The calm begins to feel like a cradle, soft, steady, always beneath you. It holds you as the world continues to quiet itself, settling into its own restful rhythm. Imagine the night growing even softer. Sounds dim into a low hum. Shadows smooth out until they're barely there. The glow in the room fades into a thin, gentle wash of light. Nothing sharp remains. You drift in that softness, not fully asleep but far beyond the busy edges of the day. Your mind floats just above dreams, weightless and unhurried. Thoughts move slowly, if they move at all. The air around you deepens with warmth, a soft blanket of quiet, a stillness that feels like it's wrapping you in long, warm arms. It cushions every breath, every small shift, every pause between thoughts. Your awareness begins to blur at the edges. Everything feels slower, quieter. Your body sinks deeper into the surface beneath you. The heaviness becomes sweeter, heavier still, like being pulled gently into a deeper layer of rest. The room grows quieter as your breathing falls into its softest rhythm. Inhale, slow and warm. Exhale, long and easy. Each breath lengthens the silence. Each breath widens the space within you. You drift into a state where time loosens its hold. Moments stretch, thoughts melt. Only the gentle feeling of resting remains, steady and peaceful. Imagine a soft night breeze brushing past you, barely noticeable, but comforting. It carries the quiet of the outside world into this room, blending with your own stillness. The two become one slow, soothing calm. Your body relaxes into the deepest comfort it has known tonight. Your breath grows heavier. Your thoughts dissolve into silence. You drift without direction, without effort, without weight. Everything around you becomes a cradle of quiet, a gentle embrace, a soft place for your mind to settle. Nothing asks for your attention. Nothing pulls you back. The night holds you. The quiet holds you. Your own breath holds you. All of it forming one steady, peaceful space. Stay here in this warm calm. Let the heaviness deepen. Let your thoughts loosen until they slip away entirely. Let your body sink into the softest rest. The quiet grows thicker, Your breathing grows slower. Sleep draws closer with every gentle inhale, every warm exhale, every soft drift toward the edge. Nothing needs to be done. Nothing needs to be changed. Just rest, just warmth, just the quiet holding you. And as the final traces of the day fade from your mind, you drift softly, slowly, peacefully into sleep. The quiet around you has settled into its softest form now, a warm, gentle calm that holds the moment without moving. Everything feels slower, quieter, almost weightless, as though the night itself is breathing with you in a steady, peaceful rhythm. The air is warm and still. It rests against your skin like a soft blanket, comforting and familiar. Your breath rises and falls in long, easy waves. Nothing interrupts. Nothing stirs. The world outside fades into a distant hush. It feels far away, softened by layers of night and stillness. Only this warm cocoon remains, steady and quiet, carrying you deeper into rest. Your body sinks into it naturally, without effort. Here, in this gentle space, the last traces of the day release their hold. Thoughts float away like small threads dissolving into darkness. Each one drifts into the quiet, leaving only warmth behind. Your mind eases into a soft, open silence. Everything inside you is unhurried now. The breath moves slowly. The body rests deeply. Awareness slides between the edges of waking and sleep, drifting in soft curves. You're held by the moment, supported by the quiet. Imagine the room around you softening even more. The shadows melt into the walls. The air glows faintly, as if touched by a dim moonlight that doesn't try to shine, only soothe. It keeps the space gentle and warm. Your breathing grows softer, shallower, slower, a calm rhythm that fits perfectly into the stillness surrounding you. Each breath invites you deeper into rest. The quiet becomes a cradle. It wraps around your thoughts, cushioning them, guiding them into stillness. Nothing needs to be held onto. Nothing needs to be managed. You can simply drift wherever the softness leads. In this moment, the night feels protective, thick and warm, like the softest darkness settling across your body. It gathers around your shoulders, your chest, your legs. A slow, tender embrace. Awareness continues to dim. Your thoughts dissolve before fully forming. Only gentle sensations remain. The warmth of the room, the softness beneath you, the slow rise and fall of your breath. There's nothing more to do, nothing more to think about, nothing more to carry. The quiet has taken every weight, every worry, every lingering piece of the day. Now the moment stretches into a long, calm silence. It holds you in its center, steady and peaceful. Your breath sinks deeper into your body. Your muscles melt into the bed. Your mind floats at the edge of sleep. This softness welcomes you. It guides you gently toward surrender, toward deeper stillness, toward the quiet that waits behind your final waking thoughts. The night hums with warmth. It moves like a slow breeze through the room, brushing over your skin, filling every corner with a gentle calm. Nothing disturbs this space. Nothing feels out of place. You're drifting now, carried by the warm quiet. Breath by breath, you slip deeper. Thought by thought, you soften further. The world narrows to this small, peaceful space where rest comes easily. Stay here in this softness. Feel the quiet holding you. Feel the warmth wrapping around you. Feel how natural it is to drift, slow and easy, towards sleep. Your breath continues its gentle rhythm. Your body settles even more. Your thoughts dissolve entirely. Only calm remains. And as the moment grows still, as the night deepens around you, as the warmth carries you, You drift softly, slowly, quietly into sleep.